Hi, doing a little apartment tour in Sarande. $500 for this bad boy. Guest House Leo. This is their little cafe. For some reason, it's like almost always closed. The only time I see it open is when they are playing chess at night. It's interesting. Check out this. Buildings are built a little different around here, but anyways, so you got the cafes, there's a supermarket this way, kind of same stuff that way. This is the interesting part about this city, how the houses are built. This is the main entrance. Okay, so up here is the balcony, and earlier, the last couple of days, they've cleaned it up because it's off season now. They used to have a bunch of stuff out here you could hang out on, but this is the $1 million view. And so normally when I leave, I go down this path, and it leads right down to the boulevard, and the beach is right up there. There's lots of beaches, but the one I go to is right in front of these buildings. That's where the owner stays. Cafe's up there. I think grandma stays in here. Okay, so I could have stayed in this room. I think it has a little better view. There's a big kitchen, I think 2 or 3 bedrooms in here, but I guess you only get like a section of it. So you don't get the full floor, and I didn't like that. So I decided not to stay in this one, but the view is pretty nice from the end of the balcony. Ooh. It's a little garden. I'm pretty sure it's apples or whatever these are. That's not an apple, is it? So yeah, this is a little road that I normally go out of down here, because this is my lair. This is where they hide the American boy. As you can see, I love gas water, and I've been drinking a little bit. That's from a month. I haven't thrown it in the garbage because it's a long walk, and I think they can take the bottles and get change for them. So I said, whatever, I'll leave that for later. But yeah, this is my little entrance. So here's the big bedroom. It's like 2 twins put together. Got a little closet, the TV, the window. The best part for sure, the AC. Can get this puppy nice and cold. It's very nice. It was really nice when I first got here when it was super hot. Okay, so this is like the kitchen / bunk bed thing. It's pretty interesting. So you got 2 little bunk beds right there. Got a fridge, a little work table. Right now it's my closet because I got to pack up. That's where I'm going to get a bunch of stuff done here. And then got the cute little Euro kitchen. It's a little messy, don't worry. I'm cleaning it up. This is your stove. You can make your coffee. It's good. All right, here we go. A little bathroom. Now this is typical Euro fashion here. You got your washer, your toilet, and your shower and sink right next to each other, but it does the trick. There's the washer, the toilet, the shower, the sink. The water gets kind of interesting. Like the last couple weeks it's been fine, but at the start it was super hot in the night and super cold in the morning, which is fine. I like the cold shower, but it was kind of goofy. But other than that, it's been amazing. So yeah, I think overall it's a very good spot, good location, good views, got your privacy. It's been great. You know, I paid $500 some for the month, and obviously, you know, the local I bet pays $300. If it's a long-term rental or months at a time. I did this through Airbnb, so I think that's a decent deal. The rest of the stuff I was seeing was around, you know, $600, $700, but a lot of the other properties were kind of further out, and I wanted to be by the conveniences of the city, right? Especially in the shoulder season, because it gets dead, and you want to like have a pharmacy open or have some stores open, right? But it's been fantastic. The Wi-Fi has been brilliant. No issues whatsoever with that. Get to sleep good. It's not loud, which I like. It lets you have guests, which is fantastic. A lot of times, if you're staying in like a, you know, hotel bed and breakfast type environment like this is, it's got different floors. They say no, you got to pay for extra guests, right? Or even some Airbnbs are really, you know, strict on it, because a lot of them, you know, they think, especially when you go to like the more underdeveloped countries, they're like, oh, this is sex tourism, and you know, you need to show IDs when they come in here, but no, they've been totally good. Let me do what I want. They said they would clean my place if I wanted to. Never really needed to, so I said, no, you don't need to do that, but I put my little trash out here. She takes it like every other day. Chill area, hang out. Okay, yeah, so this is where I leave. Go down here to the beach, the city center. It's just some more apartment stuff. It's actually a hostel right here, so I've seen some people through this area. And yeah, here's what it looks like from the street. Alright, so some tips for the finding places to stay. I mean, for sure Airbnb is great to get like a gauge of what's going on. Plus you can get a lot of reviews on there, so you can see like what areas to stay in. I definitely think you always want to go on Airbnb, check it out, do your filters, make sure you say entire place, and then you can filter it by how much you want to spend per month. Usually most places give you the monthly discount. I try to stay away from Airbnb as much as possible. I think now it's gotten way too goofy and overpriced. So you got the bookings.com, VRBO, which I've never used, but you know, certain countries have different websites that the locals use to find stuff. But you know, a lot of the times it's more long-term rentals, right? So that's why Airbnb is still good. And the best thing to do, though, in my opinion, is you go there, you get an Airbnb for the first month, so you know you're safe, you know you're good, or get a hostel for a week and then go on the ground and make deals, right? Like you can get, you know, 50% off most places. Like if you know, pay in cash and do it without through these services that are targeted towards, you know, the Western people, so they're upcharging. I'm seeing Booking.com can do monthly rentals now, which is great. Also on Airbnb, if you can find the person on like Google, so you message them off Airbnb and say, hey, you know, I found you there. I can show you all my reviews. You know, let's make a deal off Airbnb, right? Because then they don't have to pay the service fee. They don't have to pay the extra charges, and that's key. So, and same with Airbnb. You can message them too, like, hey, you know, look at my reviews. You know, I'm not going to cause trouble. You haven't got this place booked yet. You know, I'm looking to do a month. Can I get it for $100 less, right? And I've heard a lot of people doing this with success. I don't necessarily, I've never done that. Never really, I mean, I've said, hey, you want to do a deal off Airbnb? I've done that, which has been good. Obviously with that comes a lot more risk though. So, but yeah, I've heard a lot of people had success, you know, saying, hey, excuse me, you know, I've stayed in this many places. You can see my reviews right here. You know, if you could do it for 400 instead of 500, I really appreciate it. And a lot of times we're like, okay, I got a person here for the whole month. I don't have to worry about it. I got to clean it, you know, maybe a couple times instead of every other day. This is probably going to save me, or probably going to, you know, save me time, which probably makes me money. So yeah, those are definitely the tips. But the biggest thing is finding stuff on the ground. You know, a lot more risk, a lot more negotiation, but that's when you get places like, you know, on the beach in Brazil for $15 a night, right? Like just crazy shit that, you know, Airbnb and all these online services you can't get, because you're fighting against other Westerners and you're fighting against the service, right? They need to make money. They're making money somehow. So, but I do appreciate what Airbnb has done 100%. It's helped me out a lot, not as much anymore. I hope they change, and I hope to be more happy to use them like I used to be when it was just freaking perfect. But yeah, I hope you like this little room tour. See what you can get in coastal city and in Albania. Yeah.